What up, Chicken Nuggets? Tyler here with the Sports Cards Are Dope podcast. And in this episode, it's part two. We are looking at the Hobby Awards. So if you want to vote, thehobbyawards.com. I'm making 3 episodes where I talk through all 15 categories that Mantle, M-A-N-T-E-L, which is a great app if you're a collector, Mantle is doing. And I just want to talk through the nominees and who I'm voting for each of them because I'm your sports cards BFF, and that's what we do. We talk cards more than anybody in your life wants to. So if you want to vote, hobbyawards.com. Again, this is not sponsored by Mantle. I'm just doing it because I think this is a cool thing that they're doing. And hit them with that intro, future Tyler in the editing room. Okay, so this is, like I said, this is part 2. So this will be the second 5 categories. We just got done doing Best Breaking Platform, Best Custom Art Card Artist. That's always hard to say. Best Collectible Show, Best Marketplace, and Best Hobby Shop. So now let's get into the next 5 categories, starting with Best Auction House. Best Auction House. And if you are on, if you're on YouTube and or Spotify, you can give your thoughts. I'd love to know who you're voting for, why. Like, let's just talk it through. Like, and remember this. This is what I love to remind people. I was doing a talk to some students the other day. And I was reminding them, because we were talking about LeBron versus Jordan. And I go, hey, here's the thing. Have you ever sat in the car with a sibling and you get, like, your parents talk about something great that you did? Like, oh, you did so good at school on this. And your sibling goes, well, I did great on this. One of the things I remind my kids, and I remind people who lose their mind about the MJ LeBron debate because they get so mad, a compliment to one is not an attack on the other. Just because someone loves LeBron James and thinks he's the greatest NBA player ever doesn't mean they're saying they hate you and hate Michael Jordan, okay? They just think they like someone else. So keep in mind, as we talk about these different platforms, a compliment to one is not an insult to another. So don't get offended. If you're the president of one of these companies, sure, get mad. But you don't have to get mad just because somebody else likes it better. So these are the nominees for Best Auction House. We got Alt, Fanatics Collect, Golden, Heritage Auctions, Pristine Auction, The Realist, REA, and Sotheby's. I can't say it. Sotheby's. It's the one that does all like the game use stuff. Like they do like higher end game use jerseys. I think the NBA has a partnership with them. So what is the best auction house? And I don't know if it's like for sellers or for buyers, what they're thinking. I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever bought anything on Golden. I've seen his Instagram posts, but I'm good on that one. I like Fanatics Collect a lot. I buy stuff on there. I bought a Pete Maravich PSA 8 Icy Bear. Have you ever seen it? It's one of the coolest looking cards ever. I bought it for like $200. Alt's fine. They're good. I think Alt's like the coolest looking app. I really like the way it's set up. The way they do their auctions is weird. And I say that as just somebody who's hurting their heart because they lost out on, it's called Championship Tags. I remember it now. Championship Tags, Jordan Poole rookie patch auto, a rookie tag, championship tag auto. And I missed out because I didn't know how alt auctions work. And I thought I'd won and I left and I lost. So, and now someone's asking double what it sold for on eBay. Thanks a lot. But it's not their fault that I don't know what I'm doing. Heritage, I bought a few things off there. Pristine, they're fine. Like, these are all good. I think of these auction houses, I'm going Fanatics Collect. I think it's the cleanest app. It's backed by the company that's literally taking over all the licenses. They were really easy. I've sold stuff. It's the only one of all these I've sold stuff on. I sent cards in. They sold them, except for like 6 or 7 of them. Sorry. I apologize sincerely. 6 or 7 of my slabs got cracked in shipping. That was my fault. I shipped a really heavy box. But it was fine. I liked it. It was an easy experience. The people there are nice. So I'm going to roll with Fanatics Collect as my vote for best auction house. Notice eBay's not on there because it's not considered an auction house. That was number 1. Number 2, best non-sports card product. Oh, wish I had a special guest. Jesse Gibson, everybody. Jesse! And Jesse comes in and just slays, if you will. Jesse's incredible. Can you do me a favor? Cancel what I'm doing. Go to, it's the, sorry, I get really emotional talking about Jesse Gibson. Go to the his podcast. It's the, oh my gosh. I literally, non-sports nonsense. The Hobby Nonsense Podcast. Oh my gosh. I couldn't, like, in my head, I kept putting sports in there, but I knew it wasn't. The Hobby Nonsense Podcast, it is so much better than anything I do. He is awesome. I love Jesse. He's a great person. and he does really good stuff. So I would love to have him as a special guest. I should have done that. That's on me. Leaf Metal Pop Century. You got the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy, Topps Chrome Disney, VeeFriends Topps Chrome, and then Vibes, which I've never heard of in my life. Okay. I know the Topps Chrome Disney was huge, but I'll be honest, for me, my vote, I'm going to go VeeFriends Topps Chrome. I think that was super cool that they are creating, because like all this other stuff, like Pop Century, it's built off of celebrities. Topps Chrome, Disney's been around for 100 years. You got Magic, Final Fantasy. Both of those are brands that people know through the video games or the card game. I love, whether you love or hate or whatever, somewhere in between, Gary Vee. That dude is putting his whole heart behind, like, dude could be just living on yachts, like he makes money from his, his agency. He does fine, does marketing, all that stuff. He is building an IP, an intellectual property around VeeFriends, and he is putting his whole heart into it, and he's playing the long game, but yet he still constantly is putting out stuff on the short game. Like, he was super nice, very present. Saw him at Fanatics Fest, dapped him up, said thanks for the marketing advice over the past 10 years, because my main stuff is like education. So I use a lot of his give it out for free philosophy, and it's helped me a lot with education. And also I really, it's like a validator for me, because I speak. That's my main thing, is speaking to teachers. And with that, you think you have to dress like blazer, suit, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I still dress a little better, but also like I can be myself more. And it was like hearing that from somebody who's one of the highest paid speakers, in the world, it's almost like validation to be like, okay, like if he's saying that it's okay, like I'm not on my own out here. I'm not a pariah. I can just go out and just be me. Do you, boo-boo. But I just really like and respect how much effort and energy he's putting into this. And I mean, he's showing up at card shows. He's doing the rounds on podcasts. He's going to shops. Like, he is putting his whole heart into VeeFriends, and I really respect that. And I actually got a couple packs of them. I didn't get like a full thing. I think it sold out before I could get it, but pretty cool. So I'm going to do that as my top non-sport card product. Next is Innovation of the Year. Innovation of the Year. We've got Check.ai, Collector's Card, ColleX, Haystack, and Ludex. The only two of these that I use is ColleX and Ludex. If there's one of these I should be using, let me know in the comments. I might check them out after this, but I like ColleX. I like Ludex. I only started using ColleX over the past month or two, and I really like what they have. I like their app. I like everything, like even the way they conduct themselves on social. Ludex, I've done stuff. I've done they've never paid me for stuff, but I made a post showing how to use Ludex to check card prices a couple year or two ago. And it took off, got 500,000 views on TikTok. No big deal, NBD. I don't like to brag, but I like to tell the truth. And it did really well. And so they sent me a Jordan Poole autograph card. So that was pretty cool of them. And also, I think they invited me it was the week of, they invited me to a Topps Hobby Rip Night in Connecticut that somebody was doing, and Tom Brady was going to be there. But I paid for my ticket, mine and my son's tickets. I paid for I paid for all of it myself. They just gave me the invite to get in. And plus it was pretty loose at the door. I probably could have just walked in. So that was cool though. They're really nice. I really like the people at Ludex and ColleX. That's tough, because I do use Ludex most of the time, because there was a dude there that was super cool, watched the channel, and he gave me access to use their main version for free. So it's I don't have to pay for that version unless they hear this, they don't like it. But he's not there anymore, but I still have access. So that's pretty cool. Ludex Collect, Innovation of the Year. I feel like they've been doing it. I don't know, Ludex and ColleX. That's where my two are. In the comments, let me know who I should vote for. I'll wait to vote until I get y'all's opinions. So I don't know. I like ColleX a lot, but maybe it's just because it's so new. I have to go to Ludex because I've used it more. But I don't know. Those would be my two. Let me know if there's one of these that you're no, Tyler, Check.ai or Collector's Card or Haystack is way better. Just let me know in the comments. So next up, we've done best auction house. Sorry, I make sure I do only 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was it. That was 5. So we got 5 more for the next episode. Wow, Tyler. Great job. Let me know in the comments if you're on YouTube or Spotify. What's your favorite? Sorry, I hit my shin on my desk. That was my voice crack. Sorry. Just physical pain. No big deal. See the pain I put for you guys because I love you so much. Let me know in the comments what you're voting for on all those. And again, if you want to vote, it's thehobbywars.com. Again, not sponsored by anybody, just by me. unsullied by sponsorships because nobody will give me money, and that's the way I like it. So if you would, like, follow, subscribe, whatever. You don't have to. Oh, no, this is the drop. The drop's this week. I think this is Monday's episode. Today, if you go to sportscardsardope.com, okay, it's Patreon. Yes, it's a free one, but if you are on Chicken Nugget Nation, we're in our first drop giveaway. We're doing a weekly drop. I'll try to do every week unless I get distracted or busy. But we'll just call it the drop, not the weekly drop because I can't commit to that. But the drop where I give out free stuff or access to things or discounts. We are doing our first giveaway today. To enter that, join the Chicken Nugget Nation. Don't say it like that. How can I say it better? Chicken Nugget Nation. Chicken Nugget Nation. If you want to check it out, sportscardsardope.com. The drop is today. Giveaway. Somebody gonna win. Giving away free stuff. Y'all be good. Stay sweet. Never stop collecting. Sports cards are dope. And so are you. Bye, y'all.